Good day, friends, and welcome to episode 9 of my Vanilla Swamp series. I am Icon, and today's going to be another nice day out in the swamp. We're going to guide Teddy and his royal family through this madness of this biome here, and hopefully nobody will die. And if you like this content, check out my channel. You'll find plenty of other Rimworld content alongside with other strategy and building games and whatnot. If you find anything there, slap a subscription on the channel and you won't miss any future content. So, we're today pretty close to finishing the storage area. Sorry, that just leaves me speechless for a second. So poor Olivia is stuck here. So if I wouldn't have freed her, she would have never reached that willow tree. So good thing I saved that poor girl. And wow, that's quite disturbing, to be quite honest. When things like those happen and you don't notice them, your colonists eventually break down unconscious when that happens. So at least that. So overall, Teddy's royal palace is going strong right now. We're pretty well prepared. The only bad thing right now seems to be the speed of construction of things is just horrible. It's just no fun at all to produce anything here. But apart from that, we're making great progress. What I want to do today is I want to get working on a proper throne room a little bit harder, because I feel like it would be a very, very good addition to this colony to have finally a throne room, because that would give me the ability to finally get some quests going to work on the actual goal of this series, because right now I'm just making myself a home here. But when you're playing a swamp biome, I think making yourself a home is part of the process, way more than in other biomes. I mean, right now I'm just sitting at the border of my base. What I'm having here should be one day the border of my base. I want to have my base somewhere else, but we're still researching on the machining, and I want those gun turrets, and I want those moisture pumps. There's so many technologies still to be researched, but at least I have a good amount of manpower available. That's a good thing. So just check out the work orders here, but it seems like we're fine. So food seems to be an issue right now. Do I have a good handler? Lots of them. What kind of animals do I have? I have a panther and a buffalo. So I'm quite tempted to tame away some animals here to have some combat potential. So what kind of taming? So revenge chance on tame fail 35%. Wow, it's ungrateful to tame those beasts. Well, it's only a 10% chance on timber wolves. They seem to be a better choice to tame, because, well, I could go for rhinos. What about rhinos? Well, it's the same as for wargs. Okay, basically what I want are some animals which I can train for combat purposes. Rhinos seem to be really decent, if you ask me. I want to have some rhinos. Alright, so let's fetch up a breeding pair as well. Okay, check out the health of your animals, and there we go. So there's a good chance that the taming attempt of the rhino will end in an all-out gunfight with the rhino, but I have to live with that. I have some weapons available, so we're not going to die horribly just because I tried to get myself a rhino into my colony. But I want to know, what kind of level do you need? Level 9. So my handlers here, that's 11, a 9, and a 9. So everybody of those is able to handle them. Perfect. Just want to make sure that I'm able to work with those crazy animals I have in my colony here, because nothing's worse than having some crazy animals you really wanna go for, and only having one handler able to work with them. The more complicated those animals get, the more important it is to have good handlers. Alright, so enough of that. Boom rats in the rain. Hopefully I'm not going to get trolled like the other day. The other day when I tried to hunt a boom rat while it was raining, it immediately stopped raining once it exploded. That felt quite troll. But Carlson really needs that training. There we go. Good job, my boy. So let's fight some fire here. But if things are that close to my base, I want to grow a habit out of hunting that, because getting outside is a pretty cumbersome task in this area here. Getting somewhere else is a lot of work. So let's do some rice plants, why not? And because of that, I decided to just hunt everything which is roughly in the vicinity of my base, because that just seems to be the easiest way to replenish my food stocks regularly. So let's get that other boom rat too. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with killing boom rats, but okay, those guys sadly don't have anything for me. Come on, get. I don't want to call out a zone for firefight this. Okay, okay, then I'll do it. Okay, you can do something like that. Oh, Harry is in. Oh, that's why. Okay, and I thought something weird happened. So let's just hope the fire gets doused any moment. Come on, it's raining. Boomrad, why are we still burning? Why is everything here still burning? Seriously. Wow. So, yeah, Olive is at least able to just pick it up. Somebody is able to do what, wow. That was, I'm quite amazed about what happened there. But okay. I'm just amazed, not shocked. What about the limestones, though? What are you guys doing? We need more limestones. Why am I cutting only sandstones? So let's change that priority, because limestone is way more important right now. The flagstones here need to get done, and I don't want to haul in the vicinity of that work too much. So let's pick up some here, and that's also limestone, isn't it? Okay, let's issue a deconstruction order here as well. So that should be doing the trick. Okay, so like I said, I think hunting stuff around here should be doing fine. So I'm sadly not finding time to prepare this colony between the episodes like I always want to do, but then again, I feel like the basic gameplay in the swamp is so different that every single episode here is not too same to other things. Hey, thanks guys, 7 components, that's quite a lot. Hey, there goes another corpse to the table. Let's go, humps. Good old corpse obsession. Alright, so finally having some really large storage area. So let's do some sandstone column in the center. I'm going to prioritize that right away, because I really want to make sure that the roof gets done in one go. And with buildings that large, usually you need at least 1 column to get them done properly. So, okay, where... Oh, there, okay. Yeah, come on, humps. Oh, you're never going to do hauling, okay. So, can we please bury that poor guy whose name I even can't spell out correctly? Alright, there we go. So... storage area done, and well, about that throne room, it's quite a pain, and I start to think about mining out some larger portions of that mountain to get some limestone chunks, because honestly it seems like I'm struggling to get those. So let's send Humps to do something he loves to do. After his corpse obsession, this should be a nice change of things. Okay. There we go. So let's see if Olivia will be let's check out the social rating between Teddy and her. Oh, she really likes Teddy. Physically stunning, but creepy breathing. Okay, but whatever. So, and Teddy, what does he think about Olive? Well, Olivia. He really dislikes Olive at this point. And Olivia, well, okay. They're having some deep talks so far. Okay, that work really wants to have some trouble here. So if somebody starts to hunt the right hand of Teddy, the whole colony starts to hunt you. So let's get that thing away. Warp revenge. Yeah, sure. I wouldn't call that a revenge. That thing started the fight. Alright, there we go. Nobody got wounded. Going to kill it off because we're low on food anyways. Alright. I'm quite surprised that we didn't suffer any wounds whatsoever. Warg attacks are usually a little bit more frightening, but obviously not this time. So, there goes. Fine limestone for floorings. And Humps is finally happy, isn't he? Yeah, burning passion for his work. Always good to give your people what they really love to do. And slowly but steadily the storage room here gets done too. Let's drop down some concrete here. I really like to do concrete because it doesn't have too many gameplay advantages in a storage room. It doesn't matter, dirt is dirt, and well, I don't know. Well, you see here it's a -1 beauty on the dirt, and I think the same thing goes for the concrete. Yeah, it's beauty -1. It's basically just for the looks, but I really prefer to have my areas to look like something, you know. Alright, so there goes some more power conduits. Let's let them run through here. And I'm going to have power conduits all around that storage room, because I really love to have full access to power out of this thing, because this thing will be more or less the centerpiece of my base. I was only forced to live in an area which I don't feel like an optimal choice to have a base there, or center my base at, because, well, it's swamp. I had to start somewhere where it was good, but at these days I'm able to choose a little bit more where I want to live. Alright, so let's check out what's running around my base. There's another raccoon, there's another bunny. Well, I consider that rat still being close to my base. Alright. So, but apart from that, there's not too much big game here. Rice plant left, rotting due to being whatever. I don't even want to ask right now. Doesn't matter. It was a doomed harvest anyways. So I just keep working on my food stocks right now while the base is getting expanded. Look at that. Beautiful. So we're going to have some lamps in here because I love to have some lighting. And after all, the motto of this place is Teddy's Swamp Palace, not Swamp Shack. So this is more like a Swamp Shack. We want a palace, and this place is not a palace yet. So I'm really excited about this project. I hope I'm going to be able to let it survive long enough. But well, there's always the chance to survive as long as you wish to. Okay, major brick risk. Oh well, how unfortunate. But with Humps mining out more limestone blocks, I'm at least having a steady resupply of limestone chunks. So, or he's mining that limestone deposit much more. So let's drop a column in here as well. I really like to do those to stabilize those roof areas because a cave-in is really nasty. And if you mine out larger portions of the mountain, it's always good to either leave such singular lumps like these, or build up a column to avoid roof collapses. Because a collapsing roof under a mountain is more often than not a dead colonist, which doesn't even leave a corpse, and that's just friggin' spooky. So, well, this room is still unroofed. So, why actually? So let's check it out. Build roof area. Sometimes that just happens when the room doesn't give the ability to build a complete roof. They sometimes forget to do that, and you have to configure it manually. Okay, so now I can finally delete those stockpile zones because they were never meant to be there in the first place. So that's really good. All right. Awesome. Lovely. Makes me feel really good about this. To see the large storage area is now finally done. It's going to be a big amount of work to change everything according to my wishes, but we're going to get there. I'm pretty confident about that. And Sedge is on insulting spree now, so that's completely unacceptable. I'm going to arrest her for that, because insulting sprees are brutally horrible, horribly strong breakdowns that just ruin the mood of everybody in the colony. And the best part about that, most of the time, if you arrest somebody on an insulting spree, you can't even release them before you actually toss them into the prison cell, because they just snap out of that. I consider that a bug. It should be fixed at some point, but Tynan didn't fix that yet. And the best thing about that is you don't even get a debuff out of that. He even has his catharsis. It's amazing. So not quite okay, I think, but considering how brutally destructive the insulting spree is, I don't really want to fiddle around with that. So let's check out what happens here. We're having a bunch of people getting rid of my mechanoid problem. Awesome. I already forgot about that, honestly, but yay! They completely managed without me having to do anything. Nice. All right, friends. Let's get Teddy up there and destroy that defoliator. Awesome. So, new lovers. Humps and Harry are now lovers. That's so good, because Harry is Teddy's sister. Humps is Teddy's new right hand. So everything comes together and makes perfect sense. Oh my god. I didn't expect that thing to blow up. Oof, okay. But nothing terrible happened. Awesome. So also I'm allowed to plunder the dead people of the... Oh man, that's awesome. It's just straight out awesome. Okay. I'm not going to do anything about the steel here though, because I have plenty of steel. If I ever need steel, I'm going to pick it up, but right now, no need of. So we want to ignore that quest because I just don't have the capacity right now to have prisoners in satellite. I would love to. It would be a really fun thing because I feel like that's something Teddy would do, you know. All right. So I'm very, very happy that this trade caravan just went that way. It's perfect. Oh, we got the machining technology now as well. Awesome. So with the machining table, I'm now able to shred mechanoids and do plenty of other good things. Let's send Teddy for some trade with Sakura. Exotic goods traders often sell really, really funky things, like doomsday rocket launchers. But the downside about those guys is they usually only buy really funky things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fetch us a telescope, because telescopes are really cool items. Nice recreational value, not too costly, not demanding at all. It's quite awesome. But where did they drop it actually? Well, it'll show up. I have enough holders. Okay. So, wonderful. I mean, look at that. It's done. The main storage area. Okay. So, let's expand on the planning now. Since that's done, we need that map again. I want to have a road that leads to the throne, the palace, the actual palace inside that place here. So, what kind of stone? I think the actual palace should have some different stone, some stone that doesn't get used in the colony here. Sadly, since I'm playing pure vanilla, my options are quite limited. But what's in it here when I look up the biome? So there's plenty of granite chunks available in the vicinity. So I'd say the outside wall will be granite. Why not? So I still have 231 granite chunks available, so that's something. Let's do the terrain map again. So I'm going to do a pretty small room to begin with, and that's not ought to be the permanent throne room. That's just going to be the entry hall. But for now, it's going to be the throne room. I'm just going to expand that later into a proper palace, because I have high hopes that I'm going to be able to reclaim all that floor down here. Oh, Herring, are you dying soon? Let's help you. So, who's a good doctor? Vulture would be a good doctor. Let's send Olivia to rescue that poor guy. I mean, come on. He messed himself up to get us saved here from those mechanoids. A wild woman wanders in Mexico. Okay, let's check out Mexico. Are you? Whoa. Okay, let's go. Let's hire her. Or yeah, why not? Come on. Let's tame Mexico. Maybe that's the new bride for Teddy. Who knows? Maybe he's more for a wild woman. We're going to see. So there's a timber wolf getting stupid ideas about his abilities to do things here. Okay. So going to burden that beast. There we go, and let's start shooting. I love that burden spell so much. It's just one of the most powerful low-level spells available in Rimworld Royalty. It trivializes 90% of all melee combat situations in the early game where there's only a low number of combatants participating. Like, you're so able to destroy your enemies easily with that. So, there we go. Grinch, you're also... Whoa, man. No, don't die. So, this caravan... Didn't your people patch you up? What's wrong with your guys? Like, seriously. You're dying here. Just need some patching up. Alright, there we go. So the really nice thing about those rescuings, it'll really increase my faction standing, which is kind of funny because these guys did me a favor by removing those mechanoids, and I get something in return by patching them up, but basically they did something for me. So I get the maximum profit out of this whole situation. I'm not ungrateful. Not at all. So I want to have this place here a little bit less checkered. So let's drop down some sandstone floorings. Just give this room a unified tile set, because I don't know. I feel like this colony doesn't need to be living like that anymore. So Herring can now leave this base. Awesome. And also we're now able to reinstall Carlson's bed over here. So let's do that. And the ownership is here. Oops. There we go. Sedge doesn't have a proper bedroom either. Oh god. Orf. So, oh well, let's build a copy of that. Boom. Just like that. Easiest way to achieve what I want to achieve, but I also want to have some floor here, some hallway, which connects these rooms, because I noticed lately, there's the thing, that I'm pretty annoyed with how long they'll need to run around these this mountain here in general. I want to have a little bit more of a few more passageways available. Alright, so let's assign that one to Sedge, and Herring will just move away. And there we go. Still on a low food value, so that means going to hunt myself some bigger game in the near future. Seems like those small scale hunts are not sufficient here to keep my food up. I mean, I'm foraging wherever I can and a lot of things like that, but obviously the colony now is too hungry, so let's hunt those things here. That should solve the problem quite decently. And they're not too far away either, so... Carlson, yeah, well, Olivia is also... Oh, well. Yeah, why not? Let's put up Olivia for that hunting job too. Because the construction right now is more or less a niche thing to do. Because sure, it's really cool if having more people on the building jobs, but certainly important is right now to increase my food stocks properly. So Just hope they don't shoot each other. This looks super dangerous what they're doing there. But obviously it's working out quite fine. Just want to make sure that my unskilled people here are getting their training. Especially people without passions, they can use those training units like there. Carlson started on a shooting level of 4 in the colony. Now he's already on a 6. That's good. It's progress. So who's our cook? Let's send Olive for a little butchering job in between. Because I don't like the low food warning here. Just makes me all crawly. There we go. It's better. We are not low on food. Lies. Fake news. It's fake news everywhere. Alright, so Gringe is lying in the mud and getting healthy little by little. That's good. Okay. So with those critters getting back into my freezers, I think we should be okay. Quiet sheep. She wants me to take care of 4 sheep for 8 days. Damn, that sounds really good. If I only had a real fortress. Like, without fortifications, taking care of something like sheep can be a quite dangerous thing to do, simply because of predators migrating here, or straight out combat events. There's a lot of things that can just ruin my day here quite easily. So there goes. Last thing necessary here are now a few doors here and there, and then it's just a nice area to live at. So flooring goes for more sandstone tiles here, and going to have some flagstone here in the flooring area, just to make sure everything looks nice and civilized, because that's really important here. So there we go. But all the pathways are slowly getting done, and it's time to send a new caravan, I'd say. These guys sure should have some interest in my camp fuel. So let's send Teddy and Humps, because I feel like it's a good thing if the boss and his right hand are doing that travel together. So I'm selling off 1,000 units of chem fuel here, because I feel like that's a good amount to pick up, to bargain with. I'm going to sell off the flake and the wake up as well. Let's pick up some medicine just in case that something weird happens. Never know. And let's get over there to our friends. 0.96 days. Wow. That's quite a long way to go, but we're going to manage. So Olivia and Carlson are trying to get new meat into the freezer. Ah, there goes. Olivia's already level 2. Got herself from level 1 to 2 in one day. Awesome. And there we go. Cookery is getting done nicely too. So I think I'm going to put a hunt on those alpacas as well. So Olivia and Carlson will be way better shots after all this, and I'm going to have a lot of food too. So win-win. The only people losing here are the poor animals, but well. Yay! What, Herring exited the map now? I'm pretty sure it was days ago that this guy left. Okay, never mind then. So limestone chunks we still have plenty, but apart from that, not too much. Alright, but Harry is already on the job. I really want to get myself some hauling animals too. Right now I feel like I'm doing too many things by hand, by colonist, whatever. Alright, so let's check it out. Level 2 and on a solid 6 now. Alrighty friends, it's time to say goodbye again. Next episode we're going to have a nice trade with Strength's Inlet and going to finish the throne room, I'm pretty sure about that. And apart from that, well, swamp gameplay comes forward quite slowly. I kind of expected it, but well, I love this place still. It's so nice, and the first time I'm using chem fuel in a larger scale and it doesn't feel bad, because here I just have such insane amounts of wood to deal with anyways, that there's always a nice amount of wood available. And if not, I just need to check out some areas here. Look at that, there's wood everywhere available. Alrighty friends, so thanks for watching. I certainly hope you enjoyed your ride as much as I did, and we're going to see each other on the next episode for sure. Until then, have a wonderful time and goodbye.